The following data represents the number of units of tablet production in hundreds per day by 5 different technicians by using 5 different types of the machines. Here the machines are given and the technicians are given. Test whether the mean productivity of the different machines are same. Okay, here are the 4 machines and the 4 machines ABCD and the 5 technicians PQRS and T. Test whether the 5 technicians differ with respect to the mean productivity. So data is given. Okay, so we see that how we can use the two-way ANOVA. Right. Now we see the solution. So data is given, machines and technicians are given. Okay, now first at all we calculate the grand total and the correction factor. First at all we are seeing that the data, from the data we are seeing that if we square the terms of the A, B, C, D, then there will be very high value. So for the simplicity, we can subtract a suitable value from all the table. So now we are subtracting the 50 from all the values in the table. When we subtract the value of 50 from the table, then then what we will find, then the value of the value 54 will be reduced to the 4, and when we subtract 50 from the 56, the value will be plus 6. When we subtract 50 from the 44, the value will be minus 6. So similarly we have prepared this table. Okay, value of the A, value of the column B, value of column C, and value of column D. Now we see that the total of the A, B, C, D will be equal to plus 5, total of the B equal to minus 8, total of C equal to 38, total of D will be equal to minus 17, and similarly the total of the P will be equal to 5, total of Q 21, total of R is minus 14, total of S is plus 1, and total of T equal to plus 7. So total of the rows and total of the column is equal to 20. Okay, so T is our grand total. Right, now we can easily find out the correction factor. The correction factor equal to T square upon N. So value of T is 20. So T square upon N. N is the number of the observations. So total number of observations are 20. So the value of the correction factor will be equal to 20. Now we will calculate the value of the SSC. SSC will be equal to A square upon NA plus B square upon NB plus C square upon NC plus D square upon ND minus D square upon N. So value of A square is plus 5 square upon the degree of freedom for the A is 5, right? So it will be plus 5 square upon 5, and the value of the V equal to minus 6. So V square will be minus 6 whole square and NV equal to 5. Similarly we will put the value of the C square upon NC and D square upon ND, and T square upon N equal to 20. So we will put the value of the 20. So we find out the value of the SSC, which is the 338.8, right? So it is easy to first to draw the table of the analysis of variance. ANOVA table we have to first prepare. So in the table we are seeing that the value, in the first column there is the source of variation, second column sum of squares, third column degree of freedom, fourth column mean sum of squares, and in the last column ratio of the F. So source of variation, there is the 3 source of variation between the column, between the rows, and the residuals of errors, right? And the sum of squares is SSC, SSR, SSE, and the we have seen that we have one extra term SST, and the degree of freedom are corresponding to the between the column, between the rows, residuals and errors. Okay, we have all the value and we will put all the values in the table. So first at all we have to calculate all the value. So now we calculate the value of the SSR. We have calculated the value of the SSC. Now we will calculate the value of SSR. The SSR will be equal to P square upon NP, Q square upon NQ plus R square upon NR plus S square upon NS plus T square upon NT minus T square upon N. Okay, PQRST, right? When we put the value of the P square, the value of the P is plus 5, right? So the value of the P square will be plus 5 whole square upon NP equal to 4. Okay, so degree of freedom of 4P is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Similarly, value of the Q is 21, so Q square will be 21 whole square, and value of the NQ is 4. The degree of freedom corresponding to Q is 4. Right? Similarly, we will put the value of R square upon NR, S square upon NS plus T square upon NT, and the value of the T square upon N, which is the correction factor, which is 20. Right? So the values of the SSR will be 158. We will put the value of the 158. We will put the value of SSR, which is the 158. Okay, now we have put the value of SSC and SSR, and now we have to put the value of the SSC. So we know that we have directly cannot find the value of the SSC. First at all we have to find out the value of the SST. So now we calculate the value of the SST. So SST will be equal to 4 square plus 6 square minus 6 square plus 3 square minus 2 square minus 2 square 0 square minus 4 square minus 2 square plus 2 square plus 7 plus 12 plus 4 square plus 6 square plus 9 square minus 4 square plus 3 square minus 8 whole square. Okay, minus 6 square minus 2 square. So we are squaring all the observations values. Okay, minus T square upon N. So T square upon N is 20. So we are subtracting the T square upon N. So the value of SST is 564. Now we have the value of SST, which is the 564. Okay, so now we know that the value of the SSC will be equal to SST minus bracket SSC plus SSR. As we know from the formula, SSC is equal to SST minus SSC plus SSR. So we can easily find out the value of the SSC, which is the 67.2. Now we will find out the corresponding degrees of freedom. So between the columns, the degrees of freedom will be equal to C minus 1. So number of columns are 4. So degree of freedom will be 3. So the degrees of freedom between the rows, corresponding to between the rows, will be equal to R minus 1. The number of rows are 5. So degree of freedom will be 5 minus 1, 4 equal to 5 minus 1 equal to 4. So degree of freedom corresponding to the residuals will be C minus 1, R minus 1. So that will be equal to 12. Okay, now we can find out the value of the MSC. So the MSC is equal to SSC upon C minus 1. So the value of the MSC will be 112.57. Now we can calculate the value of MSR, which will be equal to SSR upon R minus 1. This will be equal to 39.5. Similarly, we can find out the value of the MSC, which will be SSC upon C minus 1, R minus 1. This will be equal to 5 minus 6. Right? So now we will find out the ratio. We see that the ratio F1 equal to MSC upon MSC. Okay, so value of MSC is 112.67 or value of the MSC is 5.6. So value of F1 equal to 20.1. Similarly, we can find out the value of the value of the F2, which is the variation between the rows. So this will be equal to MSR upon MSE. So value of the MSR 39.5 and the value of the MSE is 5.6. So the F2 value is equal to 7.05. Right. Now we will find out the tabulated value of the F statistics. So in the first case we are seeing that for the F1 degrees of freedom corresponding to the MSC is 3 and degree of freedom corresponding to MSE is 12. So when we are taking 3 and 12 and at the 5% significance level, we see that what is the value of the F. This is 3 and 12. The value of F is 3.490, right? Similarly, we see that the value of the corresponding the degree of freedom 4 and 12 between the rows for the F2. Okay, so the MSR, for the MSR the degrees of freedom is 4 and for MSE the degrees of freedom is 12, right? So at the 5% significance level we see that the value of the F 4 and 12. So the value of F is 3.259, right? 3.259. So we are seeing that in the first case F calculated, which is the 20.1, is greater than the F tabulated. So we have to reject the null hypothesis. It means we can say that there is a significant difference between the mean productivity of the different machine. And when we see that in the F2 between the rows, we see that F calculated is 7.05, which is greater than F tabulated 3.259. So we reject the null hypothesis. So there is the significant difference in the mean productivity of the technicians. Okay, so I have explained the step-by-step procedure to analyze the variance. I hope you can easily solve the questions related to the one way and the two way. Thank you.